Remember, the YouTube ads feed the ducks. Good morning, everybody. It's July the 2nd of the Duck Adventure, and we have ducklings. And today is hatch day. So I'm going to give you a shot here. We've got ducklings breaking through here. We've got ducklings that have actually hatched. I don't know if you can see. There, we've got on this tray. We've got ducklings. Lots of ruins this time. It's actually predominantly ruins that have hatched early. This tray, well, this one's about 50-50 peaking ruin. That one only got one, but a lot of pippin. Lots of ruins there. It's so today's officially hatch day, and Muscovy unfortunately are Garburator, but that'll be the title of today's video probably. 62 ducks and a duckling, or 62 ducklings and a Garburator. It's early. It's early, and I'm tired. Just as last night hunting. Anyways, we'll go out there and let's go and see what's in the trap. It's an absolutely gorgeous morning. The ducklings are out. I built I didn't build the big shed I thought I was going to build. I've ended up, I'm converting the barn to sleep only for them. And we're just going to put the babies in the swimming pools. But I just built took some grid here and wrapped some old tarp around it. And that's what I'm using for their feed station. So it's out of when it rains, it doesn't get destroyed. But the ducklings are, they're not interested in being inside anyways. Last night, they were out all night. All night. They got so much fluff on them now, inside the barn, it's too hot for them. So now I've got Mrs. Gimp there. Oh, see, there's Mrs. Gimp. There's Mrs. Gimp. And another hurt female ruin that had a limp. She had a really bad limp. And she just happens to be the one that I used in the trap last night. So Mrs. Gimp and the hurt female have gone back to kindergarten. But let's go down and look at the trap. I lasted last night till 9:30 or 10:30. It was absolutely completely brutal. The mosquitoes was unbelievable. I was getting just mauled by mosquitoes. I sprayed my clothes with DEET and not on my skin, but just on my clothes, and that had no effect. There were so many mosquitoes, but we got nothing. What do we got here? Oh, look at this. My they were here. There's the leg hanging. It's still hanging in the cage, but the trap's been set. So they're playing around with the trap, refusing to go into it. I'm just going to set it here. I'm standing down here. They're refusing to go in it, and we'll leave it actually set up just in case. I just can't. I've never seen this trap actually fall set like that, with it being not moved, and it's not moved because I've got the rebarb is exactly where it's supposed to be. So yeah, I sat here up there last night. I had a lawn chair, and I got my shooting. Figured out exactly where it was shooting. I'll give you a shot now. It's daylight here. You can see my different spots here. And I hit once there. That's when I was firing low, and then off. These two are there, but I finally got that one there in the circle, and that was then I knew exactly where I was hitting. So I could have actually probably pulled off a headshot if he would have appeared, but he didn't. And I even got to the point I couldn't even, with a scope, couldn't even see anything. So I had to get I have a pair of night vision Bushnell's binoculars, and I was that was the only way you could see, and there's still nothing. I sat there and said, okay, well, I'll just see if he even shows up. And then I thought to myself, well, I'll be lucky, I'll shoot his eyes. The way the light reflects with his eyes. 10:30 didn't show up, so Mrs. And I used the hurt ruin in the dog cage as a attractor, and she was quacking like crazy too. There was something in the bush, but he wouldn't appear. So, but we'll get him somehow. I'll keep trying. I'll figure out another way. Look at these ducks. They want out. Sorry, guys. Until I come outside, you can't come out. And even that is not even safe. We know now. Mr. Fox will show up here 5 minutes after I turn my back. All right, I'm just going to top up these guys' water and check their food and see how much these little piggies have eaten. Well, everybody, you may be wondering the last couple of days we haven't seen Doug around, and today is actually Doug's first day. He's been living in the apartment. And when I say apartment, I'm talking about in the house. The gun thing is not sitting well with Doug. It was very bizarre because, you know, when I first, I already had one incident where I shot the gun and Doug wasn't fazed at all by it. But, you know, 2 days ago with those crows, he's been a mess since. So I've got some work to do with him. He's hiding everywhere, hiding in the truck, hiding in the garage, hiding in the house. He won't come out. But yet, as Cindy said last night when I was sighting in the 22, he was at the door. He wanted to come out. But every time I shoot the 22, he'd go back upstairs. And then he'd come back downstairs again, and he'd want to go out, and he wants to be with me. But as I've got a gun in my hand, it is freaking him right out. So I've got some work to do where I've, you know, basically got to tie him up and stand there with him and shoot, you know, about 50 rounds of ammunition and until he calms down and, you know, show him that there's nothing to fear. And I've done this before with dogs that have gun problems, and I broke them all, and they all turned out to be great dogs with guns. And actually, my last set of dogs, I had a very unique way. The three of them used to take off into the bush all the time, and they would not come back if you called them. Not come back. So I used to just load the gun up and fire a couple of rounds off. Bang! They'd always come back for the gun. So you know, you can train a dog that's afraid of guns to actually come for guns. So you know, it's just a conditioning. So, and Doug's, you know, being an apartment dog less than 3 months ago, he needs some conditioning because I can't believe it. He's like, he's still not himself. He won't pay attention to me. He's screwed up. You know, he wants to be with me, but he's afraid of the guns. You know. And with all the gun action going on with his fox, you know, I gotta walk. I'm just walking around with a gun that's freaking Doug out. And right now, Doug's got a deer fly freaking him out. But he's just not himself. But hey, you gotta remember, he's an apartment dog, less than 3 months ago. Oh, and he's come a long way. Well, people, I had totally forgot that this batch of eggs is actually from when we had the Muscovies separated and we had the Roons and the Pekins together, because the amount of crossbreeds, everybody's multicolored. There are very few, well, their yellow ones are the only ones that you can really see that are purebreds, but we got lots of Dalmatian ducks, and it looks like we got lots of them hatching here. I just had to re-steam the cabinet so that we could take to get the humidity up a little higher here for the guys. I just opened it up, that's why I had to re-steam it, or re-missed it, because I had to rescue some guys that have been pipping through for over 24 hours. But I'm thinking, I don't want to curse it yet, but I'm thinking, knock on some wood here, that we might actually have a better hatch ratio than before. But considering today's hatch day, and it's around 1 o'clock right now, this is what we got, so that's pretty good. Now the sad part, the next segment here you're going to watch is we're going to do 61 ducklings down at Garburator and see what happened to these Muscovy eggs. Alright people, the dreaded autopsy. Let's see, we got 61 eggs. Let's see what happened here. And we got 2 little Muscovies. Oh, that guy didn't develop very much at all. He died early. Really early. Oh, that's an unfertilized. Oh, he died early too. Like, that's not much, this is bizarre. It's like, they're dying really early. Yeah, look at that. That guy died like in the first week. Man, oh, that's another one died in the first week. I don't get this. They're, at the stages they're dying. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, like these eggs are, that's not even remotely close to being ready to hatch. Yeah, like they're rotting right in, like, that's
Like, look how small that guy is. Like, oh, boys. Yeah, like these guys are dying. I'm trying to remember. I'm gonna have to look. The dates on the eggs here, it looks like they're around the 21st of May. I'm trying to remember. I think it was May 17th when the fan died. Yeah, this is yeah, I'm actually, the way these guys are developed, I'm surprised we even got the 2 ducklings we did. Yeah, barely developed. Like really barely developed with that one. Like it's like they died so soon. Like undeveloped or unfertilized, underdeveloped, like not even remotely close to being ready to hatch. Like unfertilized. Look at that. That's sad. That's like really sad stuff here. These eggs died really early. Yeah, so that's fertilized. It's barely developed. Unfertilized. I think that's 3 unfertilized so far. Another one. Oh, this is crazy. That's totally unfertilized. That's not the incubator's fault. That's another one unfertilized. That's fertilized, died really early. Yeah, died really early. Died, well, the other thing about week 3. Another one about week 3. Yeah, that's really early. Look at that. Yeah, this is like, look at that little guy. What a shame. Unfertilized, underdeveloped, unfertilized. That's really weird on the unfertilized ones here, because I'm thinking Muscovies are pretty good at mating. That's sad. Underdeveloped, really early, died early. Another died really early. Like, look at that. Oh, unfertilized. I wonder which Muscovy's not getting. That's 2 that aren't having sex. Underdeveloped. Another one, barely developed. Like, look at that. Underdeveloped. These guys underdeveloped, dying in the incubator. Well, we can thank the Runde Metal Company for what they've done to us this year. Like, look at that. You know? Yeah, poor little guy. Oh, unfertilized. Very underdeveloped. Underdeveloped. I should say killed an incubator, but killed an incubator. Killed an incubator. Killed in the incubator. All of these are definitely died in the incubator. So out of all of these eggs, only 2, unfertilized, only 2 made it out of the incubator. When I moved those eggs, there was only 2 that were alive to make it to the hatcher, because the rest weren't even remotely close to hatching. So we can thank the Runde Metal Company of China for this one. Again. Another nasty rainstorm. Now the ducklings have been going into the barns during the storms. Now some of them are out here right now. This is a crazy storm. The amount of rain we're getting. If you take a look, I'll show you this is gift. I'm not going to zoom out here, so. There's Mrs. Gift. She's standing in the rain, right along the fence where all friends are. Now, I'm going to get down and lower the better shot for you. Poor Mrs. Gift. Crazy duck. You know, it's raining like a bucket right now, but it's really nice and warm. Oh, we got a bunch hiding behind the food shop. Oh, there's the ruin. Female is living with the duckling. But there was a mad rush into the barn. There's a whole whack of them went into the barn. It's coming down hard. Garden's getting washed out. And the thing is, I just moved the Muscovy ducklings, the 8 of them, to the barn, because I was planning on moving. The ducklings that hatched to the barn tonight. Oh, look at that little thing down there, standing in the rain. So you can get a shot on the other side of the shed right now. All the adult ducks are probably doing the same thing, standing in the rain. Yeah, I gotta close the window here. I'm actually getting soaked in the house. Hello everyone, this is the end of the day here on the duck adventure, and we've got a pretty good hatch going here. I'm actually surprised, considering the incubator fan died again. I thought for sure that every egg got cooked, but some trays are better than others. Now it's really fogged up because I've got the humidity cranked at 63% right now. So we've got ducklings in all the trays. I'm gonna try to get you a good shot here. Like, it's a pretty good hatch. I'm considering, I'm trying to think. It was like 30 eggs a tray, I think what it was. But they got the glass really dirty. The stuff that's flying around in there, plus the misting that I've got going on. So now it gets the room's cool too, because the temperatures dropped outside because of the big storm we had here. But I'm trying to get you a shot so you guys can see what's going on here. I'm going to tomorrow morning I'm going to clean out the hatcher. I've already rescued enough ducks. Today I've rescued like a ton of them. So tomorrow morning we'll give her one more rescue. Bright and early I'll come out here like 6 and we'll take down the ducklings down to their friends down in the barn. Look at them sleeping. They're so tired. They just fall asleep. Look at that guy there. You see with his head draped over the egg. So I think there's well over 100 ducklings in here. There's some pretty good piles. Like they're just piled on top of each other. So it's today's the official hatch day, and and the amount of crossbreeds. We've got a lot of Dalmatian ducks, like a lot of black ducks with white and yellow. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting. They're so cute. A lot of ruins this time. It's which is just bizarre, the amount of ruins. Like, unless the ruins mated with the female Pekings, and that's what we're seeing here. So, but the humidity right now is sitting at 63.8. Temperature's at 37.7. Everything's running according to exactly where it's supposed to be. So, humidity's good. Lots of water in the misters. It seems to be working. Okay, you can't see it right now because it's really fogged up. I just misted the crap out of it here. But I just took all the trays out and I helped, I think it was 22 more ducks were stuck or, really struggling. So that's 22 ducks that I just saved. Plus I saved like 20 this morning. This hatch is turning out to be, tomorrow morning when we do the count, when we move them, I'm really curious. It's well over 100. We have 246 eggs, so... we might have 140 ducks, which would be the highest hatch rate yet, considering they got cooked in the dying incubator. Who knows? Well, we'll see tomorrow morning.